Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to explain a drama thriller movie which came in 2015 named Bad Sister. So let's start the video. The movie starts and we see a boy named Jason. Jason likes music a lot, and because of which Jason used to film his music and share it on social media. After this, we see a girl who kills a nun and wears her clothes. Now the school holidays were over, so Jason and his sister Zio come back to their school. Jason meets his principal here, whose name is Rebecca. After this, we see the principal Rebecca who meets a teacher named Mary. Today was Mary's first day at school. This is why Rebecca wants to take Mary on a tour of the school. Rebecca meets Jason along the way, after talking to whom Mary comes to her room. And we see that coming into the room, Mary listens to Jason's story on her laptop. And she also kisses Jason in her laptop, seeing which we come to know that Mary already knows Jason and has come here for some purpose. The next day, Mary comes to class. In class, Mary sees Jason talking to a girl. This girl's name is Sarah. Mary feels very jealous seeing these two talking. Because of this, Mary makes Sarah sit away from Jason because Mary herself likes Jason. After the class is over, we see that Jason was kissing Sarah. That's when Mary comes here. Mary sees them kissing, and Mary feels very jealous here. That's why Mary comes here and asks Jason to go to class. After Jason leaves, Mary becomes very angry with Sarah, and she also asks Sarah to stay away from Jason. After the class is over, Mary asks Jason to come to her room to talk about something important. When Jason comes to meet Mary, here he sees that Mary is changing her clothes. Actually, it is a plan of Mary so that by doing this she can attract Jason towards herself. But when Jason sees Mary in half clothes, then he goes from there without meeting Mary. Mary is very happy to see this, because the plan she made is successful. Now during the weekend, Jason was going to his home. That's why Sarah comes here to meet Jason, where both of them were talking. Then Mary sees them talking here. That's why she gets very angry with Sarah. After this, we see Jason, who was practicing his music at his house when Mary comes here. Mary was listening to Jason's music hiding here when Sarah's call comes to Jason. So Mary gets very angry with Sarah, because whenever Mary thinks of getting closer to Jason, Sarah comes in between. That's why Mary makes a plan here. Mary sneaks into Sarah's room and hides the weed in Sarah's book. The next day, when Sarah is reading her book in class, when Mary sees the weed in her book. Now Sarah is suspended from school because of getting weed from Sarah's book. School teachers start to search the rooms of all the students. A bottle of wine is also found in Jason's room. The teacher asks Jason about this wine. Then Jason says it is not mine, but the teacher does not listen to Jason. The teacher starts suspending Jason from school, but then Mary tells them that they should not suspend Jason, but they should give him one more chance. That's why the teacher asks Jason to help all the sisters present in the school as a punishment. Actually, the bottle of wine which was found in Jason's room was kept here by Mary. Here we also get to know about Mary. Actually, Mary's real name is Laura, who is a rich and psycho kind of girl. One day, Laura sees Jason singing on the internet, because of which Laura becomes crazy for Jason. To get close to Jason, Laura tries to know about him from Jason's social media accounts, due to which Laura comes to know here that a teacher named Mary is going to come to Jason's school. That's why Laura goes to meet Mary and kill her, and Laura herself comes to Jason's school as Mary. Now the weekend has come, due to which all the students go to their homes, but Jason has to stay in the school because he had to do cleaning here. Jason was working here when Mary comes here and starts helping him. Mary tries to attract Jason towards her by opening the buttons of her clothes here. This night when Jason was sleeping in his room, Mary comes to his room and starts getting close to Jason, and Jason wakes up and Mary starts kissing Jason, but Jason doesn't like all this because Jason used to see Mary as his teacher. But Mary persuades Jason in her words, due to which Jason becomes intimate with Mary. The next day, Jason was feeling very bad that he did all this with his teacher. When Jason is not in his room, Mary comes here and starts smelling Jason's clothes here. The next day there is a test in the class, where Zoe gets very few numbers. She is very sad due to getting fewer numbers, but Mary tells her not to take tension because she will take Zoe's test again. She becomes very happy to hear this, but when Zoe comes to class to give her second test, she starts looking at the answer sheet here. That's when Mary comes here, who catches Zoe looking at the answer sheet. Actually, it was Mary who kept the answer sheet here, so that it can catch Zoe cheating. Mary brings Zoe to the principal and says that Zoe was cheating in her test. That's why Zoe should be suspended from school. But the principal says that Zoe is the smartest girl in her class and she should not be expelled from the school for a small mistake. After this, we see Jason, the one who comes to the church to confess all his mistakes. That's why Mary goes to him and starts playing with him again. After a few days, Sarah invites Jason to her house for a party. When he comes to the party, Sarah starts kissing him. Jason was having visions of Mary here, so Jason stops Sarah here and leaves the party. Jason was drinking there when a police officer comes near Jason. He was about to arrest Jason when Mary comes here and explains to the officer, because of which this officer leaves from here. Now Mary brings Jason to her home. Now she starts seducing Jason and takes off her clothes and asks Jason to play with her, but Jason does not like all this and he leaves from here. The next day when school starts, the principal brings Sarah to the class. Seeing her, Mary's whole mood gets spoiled. Mary asks Jason to stay away from her, but Jason does not listen to Mary and he starts talking to Sarah in front of her. But Mary gets very angry after seeing all this. And that's why when Sarah was taking a bath in her room at night, Mary sneaks into her room and kills her in the bathtub. After this, when Zoe comes to meet Sarah, she sees Sarah is dead. Jason and Zoe are deeply saddened by Sarah's death. Jason was feeling here that it was Mary who had killed her, so he asks Mary about this, but Mary does not tell anything to Jason and leaves from here. Now the weekend had come. Jason and Zoe come back to their house. Zoe comes home to find that Jason is upset. That's why she asks the reason for getting upset to Jason. Then Jason tells Zoe all the things about Mary, how Mary is blackmailing him. Zoe listens to Jason, then she tries to know about Mary. One day when Mary is out of her room, Jason and Zoe sneak into her room. They get Mary's laptop here. This laptop belongs to the real Mary. There are many photos of Mary in this laptop. Jason gets another laptop in the room, and when they opens it, they get to see many photos of Jason in it, where they come to know that Mary's real name is Laura, and both of them decided to bring the truth of Laura in front of everyone, because of which they first come to the principal, but she is not in her room. We see that Principal Rebecca got suspicious on Mary and she says to her, "Who are you? Because I have come to know that you are not your Mary." Laura doesn't say anything else and starts getting scared. Principal Rebecca starts calling the police, but Laura attacks the principal and kills her. On the other side, Jason and Zoe were looking for Laura together when Laura comes to them. Zoe tells her that we have come to know that you are not the real Mary and we are going to tell this to the Principal Rebecca. Saying this, both of them start leaving from there. That's when Laura attacks Zoe from behind, and she was about to kill her when Rebecca comes here. She is very injured. Laura leaves Zoe and starts strangling Rebecca, but Jason attacks Laura with a screwdriver, due to which Laura dies right there. At the end of the movie, we see that Jason and Zoe's school has been completed, due to which both of them start going home with their parents. With this movie ends here. Thank you so much.